What's up, everyone? This is Lion MVE1, or you can just call me Lion for short, and welcome to my ever first Manga Haul. Just to give you a brief summary about myself, I've been in the manga and anime community for most of my life, but I really didn't start collecting manga until like 2015-16, and I remember going on YouTube watching, if y'all remember this guy, NZ Anime and Manga, for the first time, and him just, his passion, giving me the motivation to just start collecting my own manga. Been collecting since then, but stopped for like 2 years because, I was just focusing on school, still in school right now, but now I'm back in it since I am taking a short break from school. If you guys want to see my manga collection, let me know in the comments below. But enough rambling, let's just get into the haul. First volume I got is Elusive Samurai, by the same creator as Assassination Classroom. I liked Assassination Classroom a lot. The anime, it was really good back when I was watching it when it first aired. It had a lot of action, drama, and suspense, and the ending was pretty good. So I'm really hoping for the same thing from this series because it's made by the same creator. By what people are saying about it, it's pretty good and it's really decent, about him having to avenge his clan because they, some traitors come into it and kill most of his family, so he has to claim the throne back. So I'm really looking forward to reading this, and if anyone else has read this, please tell me what y'all thoughts in the comments below. Next up is a series that everybody's been talking about, of course, is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 16. And funny enough, this is my first volume of Jujutsu Kaisen. And recently, I've been collecting stuff with the latest volume and then going backwards. I don't know if anyone else has done that recently, but that's how I've been collecting manga recently, just because the store I work at only has like the latest stuff and doesn't really have the newest stuff. Well, they have the latest stuff in like the first 2 volumes, but they never have stuff in the middle. I don't get it. But JJK, everyone knows about it. Everyone knows this series is great. The only thing I have a gripe about it is just the art style. Sometimes it could be a little messy for me, but besides that, the series is great, and I can't wait for season 2 of the anime. Next up is a series I've been reading online that has been doing phenomenally, is Kaiju number 8. Now, this series has been so good so far, especially the latest chapter, just with, I don't even want to spoil it. If you know, you know. But this has been excellent so far, and I can't wait to read more. Having a main character that's actually older than me, and I'm 24, but it's really refreshing because, everybody's in high school when you read anime and manga, or in college, between the two. But actually seeing a guy that's actually older than most other people reading it is pretty cool to me. So, yeah. And next is a light novel series. I've been starting collecting light novels recently in Heaven's Official Blessing Volume 3. And I cannot tell you what happens in this because I have not been able to read it. But a lot of people have been saying it's good. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it is good. But these releases by 7 Seas have been absolutely phenomenal. The quality, the paper have been great, especially with this author's other works, because they're printing the other stuff by her. But the quality on this is good, and I know with 7 Seas right now, it's been a little iffy, but you cannot deny the quality on this is just immaculate. And the other series by the same author that I got is The Scum's Villains Self-Saving System. Now this, again, have not read it, but again, hopefully, I think it's good, and I have all other two of this and the other one that we just saw as well. But again, I think out of the three, because I do have all three series, I like the art style of this more. But hopefully I like it. And also, these are my first BL type stories. I've never read BL ever. But, you know, I'm willing to give anything a try. So, yeah. Next up is a series that I'm actually just read the first volume of, and it was really good. Dragon Quest: The Adventures of Dai. You know, Dragon Quest made by Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, but this is not created by him. It's created by these two individuals right here. But this right here, the art, it's great, really good. The story is really good. It has that old 90s feel because I think it was created back in the 90s. But this has been fantastic so far within these giant 2-in-1s by Viz, and them giving color pages to this series, which I wish they did to just all their series, just give them color pages, but what are you gonna do? And those are all the singles that I got. The rest of the Manga Haul is just series that I've gotten up to date, because recently I just been collecting series like in bulk to just finish or to have up to date. So the first series that I have is, and this is going to be backwards, sorry about that, is Drifting Dragons. Now this series I literally just bought because of the art. The art in here is phenomenal. All right, if y'all just want to see it, just look at that. Just really good art in general. Hope I like it. I know the series is about them adventuring and then them coming across these dragons right here, and them fighting them, and then them cooking them and eating them after, and like the recipes that you see and the adventures that they go on. And when I read a synopsis, I'm like, this is a dragon. And so it's just been pretty good so far, with just art alone, because again I haven't read it. But overall, I hope I like it. But I have heard good things, and then I heard some things that a lot of people say it's like a little slow paced, but what you gonna do? And here's volume 7 again. And I also like the covers of this series, like it's like a full spread. Like, if I want to let me just show you real quick, like it just connects, and I think that's pretty cool. Here's volume 6. I think that's pretty sick. Here's volume 5. Like, I think what I'm going to show you is going to be completely backwards. I'm sorry. Volume 4. Three. 2. And let me just give y'all a good look at the spines. And I actually got this series on Macari for a really good deal. All 10 volumes for like just $25. So I couldn't pass up on that. And the guy just wanted to get rid of it, so here's trash my treasure, I guess. And the next series that I got right now is a series that everybody and their mom has been talking about, and I've been trying to find the volumes for this for a very long time, but every time I try to get it, it's like they have this volume in stock and that volume out of stock, and it's just been crazy when I got back into the manga collecting, like how big it's got because of the pandemic has made everything physical, like not just manga but just anything physical media, like CDs, DVDs, vinyl records, like anything, just hard to get. But that series is, again, it's gonna be backwards, but Hell's Paradise. And man, I read the first two, and yeah, this is good. And again, I got this all off of Macari again for a good deal. But this series is really good, and like a battle royale type ordeal. But I gotta keep reading just to see where it goes. Hopefully it ends strong, which a lot of people says it has. Too bad for the author's current work got canceled, but you know, not everything could be a hit. And finding out this is actually an assistant from the guy that created Chainsaw Man also pushed me to getting this series, because I did do a binge read of Chainsaw Man not too long ago, and Chainsaw Man was really good. It wasn't as good, I thought, as good as people have been hyping it up, like this next big thing, but it was good. It was really good. I would say that it was like a good 7 to me. But here's volume 8 of Hell's Paradise, and I love the colors the author chose for this series. Just really, really, really good. Just matches the character's personality, I would say. This is my favorite cover coming up, volume 6, because personally, I like anything that has pink in it. Like, pink is not my favorite color, but like on the manga cover, I really think it makes the manga volume pop. Here's volume 5. This is a nice looking green. Here's volume 4. But again, this volume I've seen go off for crazy prices back when it was like out of stock for a long time. But I think it's in stock right now if you're just trying to collect it. Just this one. Volume 3. Again, another really hard volume to find. Like, I've seen this volume go for $50, and I'm like, why pay that when I know it's coming back in stock, or I can get it at a good deal on Macari. Volume 2. And lastly, and certainly not least, the first volume, the one that started it all. So yeah, this has been a good series that I've been reading so far, which again, I cannot complain. All right, the next bulk series that I got is My Hero Academia. And My Hero, I've remember when I was really getting into manga, this was like one of the first mangas that I really read back in 2016. And let me tell you, this manga series is really good. It goes up and down in quality, personally, to me, but overall, I think this series is good, and hopefully it continues just to get better and just have a strong ending, because the author did say it was going to end soon. And reading the current chapters of My Hero Academia, you could tell. And again, you know, if you know what's happening in the current chapters of it. But I think so far he's been doing pretty well. There was one time where I thought it was what's the term? That power scaling was just a little off, but again, overall he's been doing pretty good with just trying to wrap it up. And here's volume 8. Man, I just remember just reading all this online and just going crazy. It's just been going good. Volume 9. And again, I got this for another good deal off Macari. I think the whole series would have cost me like $300 something, but I got it for like $190. So I cannot complain. I love this cover, volume 11. This cover was really good. I forget what happens in here, in this one, but this one, that cover was really good. Volume 12. Volume 13. And I also like the aesthetic that he does with the manga volumes, making them like an English comic. And before I really got into manga, I did read a lot of English comics. So English comics, like American comics. I'm like, what am I saying? But it's been good so far, and you can definitely see with My Hero the influence of American like comic culture. Volume 17, which has the old Viz Media logo, which I think is pretty cool. Midnight. Oh my god. Again, if you know, you know. Volume 19. Again, I think this is my favorite cover. And a lot of people say they didn't like the school festival, but personally, I thought I did like it a lot, just because, again, they're teenagers, they're kids. Like, they needed to have a break, and a lot of people didn't like that art because it was just slow and they didn't really care. But I thought it was good because they needed a refresher, especially during what they're going through right now. They just needed that, most definitely. Volume 23, things get really hairy. Volume 24, My Villain Academia. Oh my god, such a good part of the story. I do like the villains in My Hero a lot. Which, again, I heard that part in Japan didn't do too well, just because Japan culture just doesn't like villains in general. Which, you know, cultures are different, but I was like, really? But I thought that part was so good for My Hero, just in general. But it is what it is. Volume 27. But Twice. Oh my god. Again, I remember what happens in that volume. That was so good. That was so good. Volume 28. Again, this is where I want to say stuff to y'all, but I don't want to spoil, just because I hate being spoiled on things. I really do. Like, I want to talk to y'all about it, so maybe in future videos I'll just do single chapter reviews and everything. And with the latest volume, volume 31. Yeah. So another bulk series that, again, I got from Kari is a series that I really wanted to get into. Like, I remember reading the first couple chapters of it, but it was good. I just never really got into it just because I was busy at the time. And that series is Dr. Stone. And again, this is I don't know if this is like before Dr. Stone or after Dr. Stone ends. This volume, the reboot Buyuka one, but yeah. And we got volume 1. And I remember reading the first couple chapters of Dr. Stone, and it was really good. So I can't wait to just read more. And you know, the art by Boichi is just on another level. And I hope we get more of his series in the West, because I don't know. I feel like the manga publishers are kind of slacking, because I know Viz, they can't really do nothing about it because they just print out stuff from Shonen Jump. But like Seven Seas and Kodansha, actually Seven Seas I would say is doing pretty well, but Kodansha, they have not been doing well with, again, Kodansha Jail. It just been getting on my nerves. But at least we got Blue Lock for them. Volume 7. But if we can get one series from Boichi, I would like Sunken Rock and because that series was phenomenal to me. I haven't read it all again because I like to bounce from series to series, but it's just been good to me so far. Volume 10, A Dr. Stone. And I say a question for y'all in the video is, what's a series that hasn't been published in English that you would like to see published? Again, Sunken Rock for me. And another one probably would be it's like a edgy series. I forget the name. It's like teacher, like the dude time travels to confess to his teacher, and he ends up getting with her at the end. But I forget what the series is called. Volume 15. Again, look at this art from Boichi. It's just on top of his game, and I know he has a new series in a different magazine, and I don't know what the magazine name is, but best lucks to him, and I hope the series becomes a success and we get another series in English from him. Volume 17. Volume 18. I think this is my favorite cover from Dr. Stone because, again, that purple and pinkish hue. Just look at that. Really good. Volume 19. And this series I didn't really get for a deal on Macari. It was just the person had most of the volumes besides like the newest ones, 21 and 22. And I just want to jump on it because I know Dr. Stone volumes has just been frequently getting out of stock recently. But I'm just glad to have it all. And the last one, volume 22. If y'all can see, look at that. Got little creases in there. Having a little damage from Amazon because that's where I get my pre-orders at, just because I want them right away. But no big deal. And now, I would say second to last series that is a bulk series is Made in Abyss, which I also got from Macari for a good deal. I think I only paid like $98 for this. Volume 2. And I know, and I actually did watch the anime for Made in Abyss, but I know a lot of people won't get into it just because of well, sometimes the suggestive content inside the series, which is again understandable if you have your limits, but I don't really care. I'm in for manga just for stories, and you know, nothing really bothers me personally. But again, this series is cute. Just character design wise, the series is cute. Volume 6. Volume 7. Volume 8. Volume 9. And lastly, Volume 10, the current volume. And I don't know if this story has ended or they're just not putting new releases right now because maybe the author's on hiatus or something, but you guys let me know. Oh, and actually, here's one more single volume that I didn't forget to mention, which is Fearin', Volume 5. And I've actually am up to date with this. Really good story. Really good story. About an elf coming to terms with just being immortal and just watching her friends just I wouldn't say die in front of our eyes, just get older while she just stays the same age, and she has to just come to terms with that. I think is a really good story, and just a good view that we don't see from this a fantasy genre in general. Like, I feel like we see it like Little Dare, but this goes really into depth with it, and I've been enjoying it so far. And I would say, if you want a deep story, it is a slow burn, but if you want something that's really good, I would recommend that. And a series that has caught my eye, because I did read a couple chapters online, so I just decided to get what's up to date, is The King's Beast. And with The King's Beast, it's about a sister trying to avenge her brother because he got killed by this dude's family, because he's royalty, and they need a beast as like a guard, because you know there's people with animal ears and animal tails that they think lesser than, so they're like guards and stuff like that, or they just treat them aside like slaves and things like that. So she's trying to get revenge for her brother that died from his family, but things don't always seem what they are, and it's been pretty good so far. I'm not always into the romance stuff, but when a series does like grasp me in, I'm all in for it. So it's been pretty good so far. Volume 5 of it. And lastly, the one that's up to date, Volume 6. Again, I like this cover. Just look at that. And then the last manga series that I got is a Barnes & Noble's exclusive, which, again, I don't think is worth the money just because the quality of the box set. But I got it just because I got all the volumes for it that are currently out so far, which is Summertime Rendering box set. You get volumes 1, 2, and 3 from it. Just show y'all from that. Here's the back, and as you can see, that Barnes & Noble exclusive. And again, if I show y'all the quality, so let me just take it out for y'all real quick. The box is less to be desired. It's just flimsy cardboard. You just basically get it for like collector's reasons. If you're a really big fan of the series, then maybe it's worth the money for you. But if you just want the single volumes, just get the single volumes. But you do save a couple dollars from it. So here's volume 1 of it. I haven't started reading this series yet, but by the premise that I saw from a YouTube video, I'm gonna like it. It's just so off the wall, and the anime is on Disney Plus, which I was just like, that's not expected. But you know, they're trying to get their foot into anime because, you know, competition. But volume 2, and these are like 2-in-1s. I can't wait for the hardcovers of this series though. I just want to see how they look like. But no one knows when those are coming out because they've been in delay limbo recently in volume 3. Again, this quality of the series is pretty good. Oh, and it comes with a poster. I didn't even know that. What? Look at that. That's pretty cool. So that's it for the manga side of things. I do got a couple things that aren't manga, but if you want to click off the video, thank you again for watching. But here's some things that I do have that are not manga, because I'm trying to get into stuff that's not manga related, like real books. I would say real books. One of those series is, well, this is not a book, this is actually a comic, is a Beast Boy and Raven comic by an artist that I know online, but I forget his name. I think it's him right here, but it's just Teen Titans, Beast Boy, and Raven, like love story type of story. I did read this. This is pretty good, but it's just them during their relationship, basically. If you were into that, I say give it a shot. I thought it was pretty good. But the books that I've gotten this month are Avatar: The Last Airbender, Shadow of Koichi. Is that how you say it? Has been pretty. Haven't read this yet, but again, they have been making books. One of the co-creators about past avatars, and I think this has been. I think that's pretty cool. I can't wait to read it just because I know she is getting an animated movie because they announced 3 movies for Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I know she's getting one of them. So I can't wait for that. So probably it might be the context of this. Probably not. We don't know. But again, I can't wait to read this. And then the other one that I got is The Dawn of Young Gwyn. Hopefully I said that right. Another Avatar book about the past Avatar. Which I'm excited to get into this because I want to kind of see how the Airbenders lived before, Aang and the Fire Nation did what they did to the whole temples and everything, which is kind of fucked up. But what you gonna do in this society? And the last book I got is something that people have been raving about, so I wanted to really give it a shot, which is Iron Widow. This cover is really nice. But yeah, that's all that I've got for today. Thank you guys for watching again. And upcoming content is probably going to be like chapter reviews and stuff like that, because I really do want to get into that type of stuff because I really love reading manga and watching anime and playing video games and doing doing video game content as well. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Peace.